Salutations readers, welcome to or welcome back to the Studio Girl Writer channel. My name is Nkechi, and for today we're making a very opinionated video where everyone's talking about things I really don't think I'm going to do as a booktuber or even as a YouTuber in general. Now, this video has actually been inspired me by various creators here on Booktube. So we have Ashley from Bookish Realm, Ray from Bookmark Chronicles, Isabel from books like Whoa, Jess from Jess Owens, but I do think Heather from Here Booktubes kind of started this kind of a video, and I think at least her and probably Isabel for sure, I think those two probably started this, and then I've seen other people do it, so I'm just like, look, I'm just gonna tag them, link down below, and their videos as well, so y'all can check that out. But honestly, I'm just here to just talk about things I don't really see myself possibly really doing anymore or anytime in the future, or maybe sometimes circumstances might change, but I don't know, I just don't see myself really doing this stuff, whether it's anymore or in the future. So let's get onto my list. First off, vlogmas. Y'all, I commend to anyone who's able to consistently vlog or even create a sit-down video every day for many days, and especially for vlogmas. Now, if you do not know what vlogmas is, it's pretty much the time of year, it's usually in December. So it's December 1st to up to like Christmas Day, where content creators will make vlogs or maybe even a sit-down video, and they'll have it posted every day and until that point, every single day. And I'm like, I can't do that. That's way too much work for me with so little payoff to create a vlog every day for about 25 days. I can never do it. Sure, you could like record it a couple weeks ahead of time, but also why would I do that? I don't even know if I can do it even in a weekly kind of sense either. Yeah, I really do not see myself vlogging every day or even just posting every day here on YouTube. Don't expect that from me. I don't think that's ever gonna change, but then again, never say never, but I really do not think I'll ever do vlogmas. Another thing, filming myself buying books. So that'll be, I mean, that's just buying books in general, but also just book hauls, unhauls, unboxings. These are kind of things that honestly I don't see myself as a booktuber doing. I really don't see it, especially unhauling books, because I do tend to unhaul books, you know, off camera or just behind the scenes as just a person in general. I definitely do unhaul books, and of course I also buy some books. But as far as just showing that in a video, I really don't see myself doing that, even with a book haul. Like, I'd rather post that on Instagram more than anything than filming a whole video of me book shopping and all that stuff. I don't like that. And also unboxings, not really a big fan of that either, because it kind of goes on to my next point, buying multiple editions of books. I used to actually buy multiple editions of a book. I did this with Babel by R.F. Kuang, which was literally my favorite book of 2022. It was my number one anticipated, and it did not disappoint me. I was so happy. I had 3 other editions, so I had 4 copies in total. But as time went on, I actually started to unhaul those extra copies, because to me, all it did was take up shelf space for books I also wanted, and I didn't have the extra shelf space to even have those books. And also that too, as much as I loved Babel, I didn't love having multiple editions of it. I was like, yeah, this is pretty and all, but I don't want these books here for being pretty. But even then, it's harder for me to afford such special editions, whether that's a Lumicrate, Fairloop, Broken Binding, Owl Crate, whatever have you. I'd rather use that money for other books that I could easily get here in the United States than like try to go all the way to like the UK or whatever kind of special edition of a book. That's just all of that though with bulk buying anyways. But another thing too that I don't see myself doing is filming B-roll for reading vlogs, or even vlogs in general. And what I mean by B-roll, I mean things that doesn't have to do with reading or with the books themselves. Like if I don't have a B-roll clip of myself just reading the book or doing whatever the vlog dictates me doing, I don't want to film that extra B-roll content, because I truly believe, especially just for reading vlogs, I'm specifically talking about reading vlogs, not like week in my life or weekend or whatever, what have you, travel, whatever. Specifically for reading vlogs, I don't really care for things that doesn't pertain to the books themselves. Sure, if you want the B-roll there, I'm like, okay, cool. If you have the B-roll, I mean, I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm just here for your updates and you reading. So if you're reading the book or you're getting a drink or some food, whatever, for your reading, sure. But other than that, I don't really care for much of anything else, you know? But then again, that's what at least I expect when it comes with a reading vlog. Maybe this could be something to change or something if I could record without my laptop or my iPhone for recording, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. Another thing, making videos where I read widely hated books, hate reading, or reading books that are popular to hate. I don't think that is fun to do. I don't like hate reading. I don't want to read a book that I'm actively hating on. That feels like a waste of time. I would rather just DNF the book. I commend for anyone who does do that. That's for y'all. I think that could be entertaining for sure if you're really going to be really funny with it. But for me, it's not fun. It actually just sucks the life out of me to read a book that I did not enjoy. It really, really does. It's not worth the emotional toll to make content of a book that I did not like. Especially if it's a book that's popular to hate. I'm not going to touch the book. I'm not even looking the book's way. That book is already doing well enough to do it, because there's other people who do that kind of content. There's people who generally love that. Y'all do that. Me here, don't touch. All right, another one, judging what or how people read books. And I mean this like judging the format of books, whether you read physically, e-reading, audiobooks. First of all, the whole audiobooks are reading. Yes, audiobooks count as reading. They count as reading a book, for crying out loud. Why are we always having this kind of conversation? Genre, whether you read a lot of children's book, middle grade, YA, adult, or you go mix and match between the age categories, I don't care. Genre-wise, if you want to read fantasy romance, mystery thrillers, KU books or stuff, like I don't care. I'm not gonna judge y'all on that. If y'all like to read books from Keeping It Unlimited, that's good for y'all. Okay, that's what it's there for. That service is there for people who want books from that service. If you want to do that, sure, do that. If you want to read books from, I don't know, just from other platforms, or you buy the book from various retailers, I don't care how you obtain the book, what book you read, that's all on y'all, okay? Will I read those books? Most likely not. Especially when it comes to romance. The point is, I am not going to judge you on what books you read or how you read those books or how you obtain those books, because it's very obvious to me as I am starting to get more into the book community, especially from people who are not who don't live in the United States or United Kingdom, on how they obtain their books. Because if you're not in the United States or in your UK, it is hard to obtain physical books that are not so expensive, and depending on the kind of books themselves as well, they're harder to obtain. So can I really judge if it's harder for you to access books? And even when it comes with libraries too, library systems are not going to be the same all over the world, so I can't really judge that either. Anyways, moving on. This is is this really a petty thing? It's just more of me just being particularly honest with myself. Next thing here, but that would be organizing book clubs, readathons, etc., all that kind of stuff. Y'all, I am not creative enough to come up with book club picks or prompts or none of that. I know you could consult with other people or get feedback from your own audience to see what kind of things people want to read, but I don't like the idea of not just organizing it, but also coming up with those picks and then finding out that people did not enjoy it. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to force people to read this, or I really want people to read this, only for me to find out that most people probably didn't like it, or even I didn't like it, but then everyone else enjoyed it. That mix of experience is really, really scary for me. Now, could I co-host, maybe be a guest host for a particular month for someone? I would love that, to be honest. I wouldn't mind that, but I don't want to do it. I really do not want to host or be a co-finder. Please, I don't expect a book club from me or a readathon or nothing like that. Also, I'm not here for the long commitment. Another thing, apologizing for inactivity or inconsistency. I am a mood reader. I make content based on my particular mood. If I'm in the mood to make a video, I will make the video. If I'm not in the mood to make a video, then I won't do it. If you've been here for a while, you will know on how inconsistent my content has been. Not just because of the fact that I'm exploring, but also for the fact that I have not been interested, but I haven't been in the moods most weeks to record a video or to edit a video. That's why some videos don't go up until the next month, or they come out very late in the month or the middle of the month. Maybe they're in the early of the month than I would have thought they would be. And also, I don't really plan my content very, very much, besides maybe if there's a readathon, and I'll probably post up a readathon to be over as a month-long thing, or a wrap-up, or my reading sprints. Those kind of stuff I tend to try to plan in my head as to when they go up, because it's usually when they will, especially with my reading sprints, I definitely like to plan those things ahead of time. But other than that, I really don't apologize for this kind of stuff, because I am such a person who's just inconsistent. I'm just look, this is just how my life is. Now, if I get more organized as time goes on, sure, but as of right now, I'm not going to apologize if I'm going to be inconsistent. All right, and another thing, sharing details of my private life. I don't want to be having my entire life really on the internet like that. I mean, if you really follow my Instagram, you will see that it could be a little bit more personal, but then again, that's because my Bookstagram is also my personal Instagram account. So I can really have that duality, but on Booktube though, just on YouTube in general, I don't really want too much of my own personal life on the internet in video form. Especially with the kind of era of my life right now. Like, I literally am in the era of my life where I'm living with family, and I don't want my family to be featured in YouTube videos, and also I don't think they want to be in my YouTube videos anyways. So I'm just gonna do that as just a respect thing for them, but also just privacy for me. So yeah, that's just a personal boundary for me. And now another thing as well, which I think you could tell based on my own appearance right now, is just putting in extra effort in my appearance. Y'all need to, I mean, y'all probably could tell. I record this stuff at home. Okay, I make these videos at home, even when I'm out and about and stuff, whether I'm doing like a reading vlog or whatever, most likely a reading vlog, I'm out and about or something, or traveling, that'll be different. But really, my appearance is gonna be however you will see me and wherever I am. If I'm outside, I look like, how I would prefer to look when I'm outside the house. But since I'm recording indoors, y'all are gonna see me in probably a hoodie or shorts or a t-shirt or whatever, me with a bonnet, because I feel like I want to wear a bonnet. If I feel like wearing a bonnet, I'm gonna wear a bonnet. If I don't want to wear a bonnet, then I don't wear a bonnet. This is it. I'm not gonna put that much extra effort, because if you really were to meet me in real life and you see me at home and stuff, this is what I will literally look like. That's pretty much it. That's not gonna change. Now, this last and final one right here is definitely something that I genuinely see myself as to not ever do, because it really will affect on how I will view this channel. And that is turning this hobby into a full-time job. I don't like the idea of making hobbies into my job, because it really will take the fun out of it for me. And in fact, it will make me easier to burn out of. I don't want to burn out from making content, and I don't want to burn out from reading or loving to read and books in general. So if I make this a full-time job for me, or just even a job in general, it will really change the way how I view content, the way I respond to things. Like, I don't want that to change for myself. Now, will I like this channel to be monetized? One day, yes. Actually, I really would like this channel to be one day be monetized. But I want that to be like, oh, this is just like a fun thing that I actually can be monetized to do. Not like I need to make sure I make enough content and stuff so that I can pay bills kind of thing. I'm like, no, this is really just a hobby. It will be nice to be monetized and earn some money from all this effort and content, but I really, really do not see myself doing that at all. I really am just here for sharing my thoughts, making my own community, engaging with y'all. That's really what I like to do with this hobby, whether it's here on Booktube, whether it's on Instagram, or any other way. I talk about books and stuff, or even talk about films as well. I don't want to make my hobbies into jobs. It takes out the fun out of it for me. But anyways, I think that's all the things I don't see myself doing as a booktuber, and I don't think I ain't gonna do unless things are changing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm actually curious for any of y'all as viewers, whether you're a content creator or not, what are stuff that y'all don't think you're gonna do, not just as a content creator, but even as a viewer? I'm actually pretty curious about on that one. So if you like this video, like it, comment your thoughts on the things I said. I'm curious. I'm very much curious. And if you're not totally sure on what to comment, but you want to let me know that you've made it this far into the video, comment down below like the X emoji, or like the person doing this. Like it's a person doing this, or like the actual X emoji, whichever one, maybe even both if you prefer. If you like this kind of video, want to see more from me, subscribe for sure. Y'all know what to do, all the things. I will link the videos that inspire me to do this kind of video down below, also tag them as well. And please also, y'all need to watch their videos too, because they actually have very, very interesting points and the kind of things they don't want to do as a booktuber. I definitely recommend looking down below for sure. And also, I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.